Welcome back everyone, it's PWilhelm with another Diablo 3 Season 18 Wizard build guide. So in my last video I talked about the fair set with the skirt necklace. That build is also known as the best build for the wizard right now. But there's still another version that is just as strong, maybe one Great Rift level lower, but you have a lot more survivability, so I want to talk about that build in this video. The first thing I want to say is that you don't want to focus too much on elites with this build. You want to focus on grouping trash and kill everything. Now let's talk about the build. So the first thing that we need are the fierce pieces. The fierce pieces will increase the power of your Archon form. It will give you damage reduction, attack speed, armor and resistance, and it will increase your damage for each stack you have on Archon. PWilhelm's Imperable Chain, this will give you 50 stacks if you activate Archon. The Swami will increase the duration of the bonus effect when Archon expires. Halo of Carini, this will give you 80% less damage, very important item. Ashnagar's Blood Braces will increase the potency of your shields by 100%. Instead of the skirt necklace, we want to use the Compass Rose and the Traveler's Pledge. This will increase your damage just like the skirt with 100% when you are standing still, but when you are moving and grouping everything together, you will get 50% damage reduction. However, we will give away the Conventions of Elements, but why do you want to use the Conventions of Elements if you can stay alive? This build also has the Chantodo set. You can get 20 stacks on it and it will increase your damage by 4000% for each stack you have with the Chantodo set. You can get these stacks by attacking monsters outside of Archon form. For the Canais Cube, we want to use the Furnace for the 50% damage increase against elites. We want to use the Swami for the Archon duration, and we want to use the Obsidian Ring. This will lower the cooldown of your skills when you spam a skill. For the legendary gems, we want to use Bane of the Stricken for the increase in damage per second, and this is also a great gem. For slaying end bosses, Bane of the Trap for the damage increase, Goku's Swiftness for the dodge chance, attack speed and cooldown reduction. For the Paragon points, you want to focus on intelligence, but you also want to have 25% movement speed in total. Then you just want to reach around 700 Paragon points so you can max out everything. Now the most important part, the skills. So the first skill will be Storm Armor Shocking Aspect. When you crit a monster, it has a chance to electrocute a nearby enemy. This means you hit 2 enemies and the Obsidian Ring will work better that way. But if you have arcane power issues, then go for Power of the Storm. This will reduce the channel cost when you need it. Arcane Torrent Static Discharge in combination with the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac will make sure that you have almost no cooldown on Archon form. We also want to use Black Hole Absolute Zero, so we want to group a lot of monsters together in the higher Great Rift. Then before we go into Archon form, we want to cast this and get like 20 stacks on it. Each stack will increase the damage of cold spells by 3% for 10 seconds. That means around 60% cold damage increase. You can also use this skill in the beginning defensively because monsters in the black hole will not be able to get out of it for a few seconds. Slow time, time warp, this will create a bubble and the monsters inside that bubble will take 50% more damage. Archon, slow time, make sure you use this rune on Archon and not another one, otherwise it doesn't work. Magic Weapon Deflection, this will increase your damage by 10%. For the passives, we want to use Unstable Anomaly, this is just a second life, be careful when this has been activated. Unwavering Will, because we have the Compass Rose and Traveler's Pledge, we lose the Conventions of Elements, but this Unwavering Will is gonna make us even more tanky. It will increase the damage by 10% and you have a lot more survivability. Evocation will give you more cooldown reduction. Audacity is gonna increase your damage by 30%. Now for the stat priorities. This build is focused on 2 items with attack speed. For the rest, critical chance, critical damage, 51% cooldown reduction in total, and 40% cold damage increase. What stats do you want for each gear? Headgear, intelligence, vitality, critical chance, shoulders, intelligence, vitality, all resist, armor, and cooldown reduction. Chest, intelligence, vitality, armor. As a secondary, reduced damage from melee. Necklace, cold damage, critical chance, critical damage. Gloves, intelligence, attack speed, critical chance, critical damage. For the belt, intelligence, vitality, life percent, armor. For the braces, cold damage, intelligence, vitality, critical chance. Both of the rings, critical chance, critical damage, cooldown reduction, and for the compass rose, attack speed. Pants, intelligence, vitality, armor. For your weapon, very important, weapon damage, percent damage, intelligence, attack speed to hit that new breakpoint. Boots, intelligence, vitality, armor, movement speed, so you can get more intelligence in the Paragon menu. Offhand, intelligence, damage, critical chance, cooldown reduction. So that is for this build. It is a little bit different than the other wizard build that I've shown you. We give up conventions of elements for one more stat, in this case attack speed on the compass rose. We get unwavering will with 20% more armor, 20% more all resist, and we get 50% more damage reduction when we are moving. In season 17 I did a great with 124 with 1400 Paragon points. Right now people are doing great with 131 with 1700 Paragon points. In season 17 I did not have the bonus of Triune, so in my opinion I think both versions are just as strong, but you play them a little bit different. However, if you are gonna play this build in team meta, then I think the Skirt Fierce build is better, but for solo pushing I go for this one. Let me know what you think about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment, like and subscribe, turn on the notification, it's next to the subscribe button, and then I will see you probably, well, I will see you in the next video. Peace.